And I'm nervous if y'all can tell, so.
We got you.
Okay, okay.
We got you.
Thank you all for being here to help me announce an exciting new initiative for our minority and women-owned businesses, and also for the betterment of our communities and our city as a unified whole. Last week, the city, through the RISE program, distributed funding to businesses who've been affected by the COVID pandemic. 70+% of those applicants were minorities. This week, in an effort to continue our intentional push for the advancement of equity and support for our minority and women-owned businesses, I am pleased to announce the Peoria Equity Accountability Program, also known as PeAP. To start, the PeAP program will introduce an opportunity for minority and women business owners to apply for the very first MWBE certification through the City of Peoria. Using the ePrism software, the PeAP database will also create a virtual, real-time business listing of each and every minority or women-owned business that certifies with the city at no cost to the applicants. By creating this central listing, the goal is to hold ourselves accountable for using our best efforts to increase minority and women participation and utilization in every business field, and the listing will encourage and make it easier for those that we do business with to also help increase minority and women utilization as well. To speak more about the importance of minority and women-owned business utilization, we'll now hear from a few of our minority and women business leaders and representatives. First up is Jim Montalango as chair of the Greater Hispanic Chamber of Commerce.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Jim Montalango. I am the chairman to the Greater Peoria Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. However, my full-time job is president and business owner of Advanced CAD/CAM Service Corporation, also known as Engineering People, a business that I created right here in Peoria just a little over 30 years ago. The Greater Peoria Hispanic Chamber's mission and job is to mentor, lead, and create a positive business environment for Hispanic-owned businesses in our community. We build programs that teach the basics of starting a business, how to grow and scale a business, and in our membership, we have a lot of first-generation business owners, and so one of the needs of our membership is getting help with the translation from English to Spanish. They need help navigating how to do business with or within government, whether it be local, county, or federal government. We as a chamber are encouraged to see the City of Peoria's new policies and programs that will help grow and expand minority businesses. We as a chamber think it will be helpful to our membership, and we look forward to working with the City of Peoria to help certify our members who want to do business with the City of Peoria. We need all the cylinders to be firing in our city. When these businesses in our community are up and running, it builds a robust local economy. And that helps in so many ways. So now, I guess let me introduce our next speakers, Monica and Tommy Arbuckle.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you, Melanie, for inviting us out today. And thank you, Mayor Ali, for supporting this initiative. My name is Monica Arbuckle. I am the Executive Managing Partner of Afe Construction. I have with me Tommy Arbuckle, my husband, and the other Managing Partner of Afe Construction. And also I have with me Kalia Ashford. She is a Peoria Public Schools intern that we have working with us for this summer. The mission of Afe Construction is developing land, developing lives. Afe Construction is a minority, female-owned, state-certified small business and woman-owned certified construction company. We are a general contractor and construction management company. With this initiative, it will gain us more access to more jobs here in the Peoria, Illinois. And as a general contractor and construction manager of a minority-owned company, we have the ability to hire other subcontractors that are minority-owned in this community. And we have been in this community for over about 20 years now. We started off with residential contracting. Now, within the past 6 years, we have been a union general contractor, commercial contractor here in the Peoria area. And with this initiative, we would like to see other companies just like Afe Construction come to the forefront to represent this community. So once again, we thank you, Melanie and Mayor Ali, for this initiative.
Good morning. My name is Denise Moore. I am the CEO of the Minority Business Development Center. And also, some of you may remember I served as the first African American female on the City Council from 2013 to 2021. I will try not to repeat what others have said about the value of this program. You have already heard a lot about the positive impact this will provide to minorities and women. Inside the Minority Business Development Center, we have been providing training to minority contractors to prepare those contractors to increase their capacity to manage additional work. That training helps with both front office and back office support with their clients, enabling the contractor to focus on their skilled trade that they provide. Even with that training being provided, minority contractors would be challenged by getting their name and capability out to those general contractors looking for minority contractors. It has been a frustrating process to them because they have the capability and the skills, yet they continually get passed over because nobody knows that they're there. During my 8 years on the City Council, I regularly asked about and insisted that there was minority participation on contracts within our city. This process will now help remove that concept that minority contractors and vendors do not exist. Hopefully, it will also help council members ask questions about contracts provided to out-of-state companies when similar minority companies may exist in our state. To realize that sometimes insisting a company is local is a tactic to eliminate diversity in the selection process. I am thankful our mayor and our city is moving more aggressively to address this issue, to provide a process that is easy to enroll, and to provide early assistance for those needing just a little more help to get enrolled. The Minority Business Development Center stands ready to provide ongoing assistance after the August 10th launch, while also continuing our Minority Contractor Development Program. We encourage those needing additional support to reach out to us after the August 10th date. Now I'd like to bring to the podium the person who is uniquely qualified to lead this effort, Peoria's Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer in the entire EEO office for the City of Peoria, Attorney Melodi Green.
Thank you for that, CEO Moore. Just want to say a big thanks to all of our speakers who've spoken here today, in addition to the community volunteers who stand behind the speakers. I'd like to read off the names because they've been so important to this initiative. We have Aaron Gunn, who's the Associate Managing Principal of the Illinois IDG Architects, Christelle Frosto, who's the owner of Tequila Ria and Farmers Insurance, Larry Ivory, President, CEO of the Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce, Lamia Duahi, Associate Neighborhood Enhancement Coordinator for the City of Peoria, Kaylee Dre, Neighborhood Enhancement Coordinator for the City of Peoria, Kim McGee, who's the Health Information Management Manager at Unity Point, Reverend Marvin Hightower, who's the Chair of the Peoria Chapter of the NAACP, and Vice Chair Sherry Carter Allen from the Peoria Chapter of the NAACP. Again, thank you all for joining me today. I'd also like to thank city staff and partners who are not here today who've jumped on board in support of this initiative. Lastly, I'd like to thank Mayor Ali and the City Council, who unanimously passed this item when I presented it to Council. It shows the importance of this initiative, and it also strengthens my communication to the community, and it shows how important the city believes this initiative and others like it to be. A few details to close. We'll hold a PeAP community launch event at the Peoria Public Library, the downtown branch, on August 10th, 2022, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for any M or WBE that would like to become certified through the city and become added to the PeAP business listing. Please bring a driver's license or state ID, any business ownership documents that you may have, or any prior MWBE certifications that your business may hold. Parking will be free for this event in the Peoria Public Library parking lot, and we will hope to host additional dates on an ongoing basis. For more information, feel free to reach out to me, Melodi Green, in the Equal Opportunity Office. That number is 309-494-8530. That's 309-494-8530. Or you can reach me at eeo.peoriagov.org. That's eeo.peoriagov.org. Now open it up for any questions you may have. Excellent question, and that is something that we're very excited about. We have tended to focus on contracting and subcontracting as they typically relate to our Public Works Department, but this business listing is for any type of MWBE business, and that's what we want to get the word out. We want all of businesses from any career field, any career path, to register and become certified on this PeAP listing. We not only want to increase utilization in subcontracting and in contracting for construction, we want to increase utilization for minority and women-owned businesses everywhere. Thank you. It's publicly available, and so it will be used for the city's purposes because we plan to be intentional in terms of our city departments and how we utilize women and minority-owned businesses. But it will be a publicly accessible listing. Anybody can just log on to the ePrism site, and we'll have more information on how to do that at a later time. But you can log on to the site, you can pull up a listing, you can search specifically for businesses, or you can pull up a full listing and choose from whatever service you'd like to access.
Of course, it'll be great to have all this information in one place, but are there any plans on strategies to funnel, eyes towards this list, both in making sure people know it's here and making sure people check it if they're going to embark on a project or whatever it may be?
Absolutely. In addition to the marketing that we will be putting out for this program, our community development department will be helping circulate this as they're already out in the field. We have a strong list of volunteers who are also spreading the word. As CEO Moore stated, she has a vast database of vendors just waiting to come onto this list, as well as our economic development team. So we do have a strategy for pushing this out. We would also like to ask you all for your help in spreading the word to get this message out. And so that's what we plan to do going forward.
And do you have a rough estimate on how many are already interested in the list before it's even up?
I don't have a rough estimate at this time. I will say that we have had a static directory that contained minority and women-owned businesses, and that directory had about 100 plus members on there. I do know economic development, as I stated before, has a vast list. So the goal is to not only get the static directory members that we had onto this new list, but to also push the word and add to the list as best that we can. Yes, absolutely.
I have more than 125 vendors and contractors on my list waiting to go on to here. And also, I asked earlier, is this listing available to those who may be based out of the city, Bloomington, Normal, Galesburg? And I believe the answer is yes, because we're looking for minority contractors and vendors wherever they may be. And so this list is going to get really quick, really filled very fast. Thank you.
And one more clarifying question. This is a
Always more to come. We actually modeled this program after Champaign. They have a program called the Champaign Diversity Advancement Program, and it is a wide variety of services that they provide. We hope to make it to that point, but this is always continuing work. The work is actually never finished in terms of advancing equity. So yes, we do plan to continue this measure in addition to other programs associated with the PeAP program.
We have, Peoria has had an issue for a very long time with identifying minority and women-owned businesses in the area. And so this particular initiative will help kind of bring to the forefront of the ones that we do have in the area. There are some that do exist here in the area, and we've heard from a lot of other general contractors that are not minority owned. They say that, well, we can't find minority contractors. We can't find minority contractors. So this particular directory can help identify those that are in the area and also identify exactly what needs that they could provide to the general contractors. And AFE also will be not only in the directory, but also will be using the directory to help with some of our ongoing projects that we may be, or future projects that we may bid upon. So, and not only just because we're a minority contractor doesn't mean that we absolutely we fill the box or check off the box. We like to go above and beyond by bringing on other minority and women-owned contractors. Thank you.
Sorry, I have one more question.
Oh, okay. No problem.
You mentioned kind of you've been here in Peoria for a while, and you mentioned in the past Peoria's had a problem, identifying the minority and women. How does it feel to see action this direct and this intentional from the city?
Oh, it feels good to have the support of the city. We've had other, the Black Chamber of Commerce and the Minority Business Development Center, they've all had these type of directories. They've always had these type of directory. But I think it has a bigger audience when you have the city supporting you. Because a lot of the general contractors are bidding on city projects and state projects. So now they have another resource. Okay. Thank you.
If I could, I just have one last thing to add. In terms of the community launch event on August 10th, I just want to make clear that we have been training as volunteers, and we will have people on site at the library to help businesses apply for the certification. So do not let fear be an impediment to you showing up. We want to have you there. We will review your documents, and our trained volunteers are ready to help push this forward. So thank you.